Hi, Leo. This is Tarot. Welcome to your Psychic Tarot Forecast. And I'm going to draw 4 cards for you, like I normally do for the beginning of the month. And I also want to talk some about the new moon solar eclipse that's happening on September 1st. So this is a change agent month, Leo. And this could be Leo, sun, rising, or moon sign. But it's in Virgo, so this is going to be about a little bit about a distance of emotions, also distance of right brain creativity. Our functions and abilities that are normally there for us, maybe in a state of rest at this time. And this is to allow this to rest so that in months to come it will enliven our expression, enliven our talents, the way we express ourselves. And of course, as you know, Mercury is in retrograde. So this is a time to where a lot is changing. There's room to move forward, but this will be more of an, intuitive type of rest, an intuitive type of month. The solar eclipse, what it does is it sets the tone and motion for accelerated growth and changes. The new moon is how we want to initiate goals and see new intentions happening. So as you can tell, that this solar eclipse is really going to be a hypersensitive time. It's going to accelerate growth, accelerate changes, and it's about our major life purpose and our paths, and how this will be revealed to all of us. And it's going to come in stages, like I said earlier. So we've got to trust that. We're going to have to know that. And the key words for this month are adapt to changes. Virgo is an earth sign, so there's a lot of earth energy. So adapting to changes in the material world, our work. So how do we work with this personal, or how do we work with this in our personal lives? Well, our goals should be really based on creativity and compassion and artistic goals and what we really love doing. I've said this is a 2 millennium. And the 1 millennium was all about how we create things that make us money. What's the bottom line? It felt like money a lot, or people really work towards that more than anything, more than expressing what they truly love. So if you take 5 minutes, even 5 minutes a day, will help you sort out some of those wishes and desires that you have really dreamt about or thought about and considered and put on the back burner. And you guys, this is really a good time for you to initiate your creative soul, that creative fun soul that you have. And what I like to do too is say several things that I'm grateful for each morning. Like last night we went by an area that had a beautiful grassy green park. It had a walk for bikers and also for joggers. And we took our dog, and we've lived in this area for years and never noticed this particular area before. So I was grateful for that. I'm grateful for, since it's Mercury retrograde, that's about communications going awry. Whether you're in a relationship or with friends or at work, it sometimes feels like, wow, did they hear me? Am I communicating? If it's a car, computer, I always, almost every retrograde, I always update something. And this time it was the megabytes for Google Drive. And it was only 9 to update from me to it. So I'm grateful for that. So really, this is all about, this solar eclipse is all about helping us make an easy shift, a life that is more compassionate and understanding and much more open, so that we can be much more open to receiving what we need in our material world. What really makes us happy? What really makes our heart sing? Okay? All right, Leo. So I've been shuffling cards the whole time I've been talking, and the first card that comes up, and I'm going to turn this sideways because it wanted to come out sideways. Interesting. I did this in one other, ooh, that one flew forward. Reading, I think it was Scorpio. So I'm going to leave it like that. All right. Okay, interesting, I can tell already for you, Leo. The first one is the Hermit card. And, normally it comes up, I'll Let me show you how it normally comes up. Here's the Hermit. And he's taking a, I almost want to say, I'm trying to get the camera right, a siesta from, there you go, a siesta from all the work that you've been putting out in the world. And see how he has his lantern and he's walking away from the house with the lights on, because he's going to intuitively look into it and go into, I wouldn't say hiding, but again, siesta feels like it's the right word, as far as taking some downtime so that you can rejuvenate and feel anew, and that you can go back into that house and the earthly plane and what you need to do, and you feel rested, you feel like you're ready to go. Now, he did come up sideways. So what it feels like to me is that you're going to need to still take care of business, of course. That's not going to go away. That could be business, work business, or it could be home family. But do try to take those cat naps if you need to, if you're one that can nap during the day, if you're one that's looking for deeper sense of purpose, like I was talking about earlier. Retreat, a drumming circle at night, an actor's go to a play, just something that really rejuvenates you is what I'm feeling for this Hermit for you guys. And since it did come out sideways, it's like, yeah, I'm balancing, you're balancing that with your everyday stuff. And maybe you'll want to do these things at night or at a time when you're not working, of course. Because like I said, you're going to be taking care of the practical, because here comes the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, this card came up in reverse, one other sign that I did earlier. And for you guys, he's upright. So the King of Pentacles is a guy that really is, he's proud of his money. He's proud of his home and his family. He's done well in life. He's enjoying money. He's eaten well, as you can tell. Has this big stomach, and he's enjoying his land, and there's the cow and the flowers. So this really is about enjoying what you have in your backyard. The grass is not always greener on the other side. It feels like once you go into your intuition and you really go into, and I feel like a little bit of hiding, but not hiding from others, hiding from just all the noise in the world. Take some retreat. Take a little bit of downtime. And this could be you. I feel like it could be you. Oftentimes it's an earth sign, which could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, male, female, sun, moon, or rising. But whoever this is, whether you feel good about things when you come out of your siesta, as I keep saying, or this is someone in your world that is one of those signs that's really supporting you to do this, saying, come on, let's work things out together. I can help you get to where you want to go. I can help you. Maybe this person wants to loan you money. Maybe this person wants to support your ideas, and they have the resources to do so. Because this is really nice with the clouds and the sun and the flowers, and just feeling real robust here. The third card that comes up is the Hanged Man. It's in reverse. They call it in this deck the Oak King. I want to show you this card. And like any Hanged Man, they always look like when they're straight up that they're either dancing or, they always have their arm behind them and the right leg up and the right arm with the wand in it. So they feel victorious. They feel like they're moving in the right direction. So I feel like that's what's going on for you guys. And look too above the wand. Do you see the 8 or the infinity symbol? Look here at the infinity symbol. He has sort of like rope, but how it goes into that. So it feels like you guys are pointing up towards infinity. You've done a 80 on some of the things you've needed to change. You're feeling good about that. You're starting to look up again. You're starting to see the adventure in life. And yeah, there's a lot of greenery here. There's a lot of greenery here. So nature's going to do you good, especially towards the middle month. And of course, I will do the mid-month readings, so stay tuned for those as well. But I want to get an overview of number for you, Leo. And I really like the fact that he's upright. You know, sometimes I've found myself, and I've heard other readers say that when he's upright, then there's a stall in changes. I don't feel like this time. I feel like this is a victory, and I feel like pointing towards this King of Pentacles, that you all are seeing things in a different light. There's the infinity symbol. There's feeling of enlightenment, success around that. Okay, and then your last card, your fourth card of the spread, is the Seven of Chalices. So this card always feels to me like, all right, she has her 7 cups here, which are full, and she's looking beyond that. It's like, what else? What else? I'm taking a pause. It's fairly similar to this. Taking a pause, looking beyond what she has right in front of her. Here's the butterfly of transformation. The butterfly is looking down at the cup, saying, well, this is how you can transform your life. The fairies are in her ear, talking to her. Can you see that? Do you see the fairies? Sometimes it takes a minute for the camera to focus. Maybe you can see them from down here easier. So feeling like, if this is you that feels a little bit stalled on changing things, that some of you are still looking out saying, oh, let's see, what else can I produce? What else can I materialize? What other happiness is there out there for me? I know I am grateful, but there's something else I'm looking for. And for you guys, I want to pull a card for this. I want to pull an additional card, and I'll do this with the Hanson Roberts deck. It's a clarifying card. Let's see why this is coming up, the Seven of Chalices. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the Hermit card of this particular deck came up, and remember how you started the month was the Hermit card. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, this happened with the Wheel of Fortune in one other sign. I pulled a clarification card. The Wheel of Fortune actually was right here, and I pulled a clarifying card, and it was the same card. So you are still looking for answers, is what it feels like to me. See how this hermit also has his lantern? He's looking down at what's in front of him, and he's contemplating. I'm still wanting to get what are you looking for answers for? Okay, the Empress card comes up. Well, the Empress card is someone who could be, like a mother, or a mother to you, someone who's passed on, or it could be a feeling of wanting to feel safe, secure, second chakra stuff. And maybe you're still looking, second chakra, exactly. Your creative potential, your feminine intuition. How can you use that? That's what I was talking about earlier with the solar eclipse. Feels like that's what some of you guys are really looking for. How can I use creativity and intuition and do the things I love in life? All right, Leo. It's a fun reading. I'm going to add these up numerologically for you, the original 4 cards. And we have the Holy King, which this is the same as the Hermit, like I said, traditional tarot. So that's 9. The King is 10. This is 12, 22. 22 and 7 is 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11 is a master number in numerology. So this is, again, ones are about, our intuition. And I said earlier in the video about last millennium, it was a 1 millennium, and it was all about me and how can I do things. When you have 2 ones, it turns into a master number of creativity, confidence, ideas, being open to your channel, your spirit, your guides, your synchronicities that you see, whether it's feathers or coins or those that you love. Be open to your dreams, psychic insights. So there's a lot out there for you guys. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I do mentorship as far as visualizing and helping people create what they want. It's a lot of fun. Very intuitive. I'm also doing one-to-one with people in person and or Skype or Zoom on increasing intuitive abilities. And we're having a lot of fun doing this. I'll put this on the website under the menu of services that I have. So the website is taraventura.com. You can go on there, look at testimonials, look at the order reading tab, and you can see the menu of services. And yeah, with these 2 clarifying cards, I feel like you're really focusing on that inner psychic and intuition, and that what can I do next to really get to this guy here, or to feel like you're proud of what you have. You're not being overly confident, but you feel good about it. All right, friends, let me know if you have any questions. You can email me too at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. I'd love to work with you. I'm not too far out on schedule. A lot of people email me, so you can go on Scheduler and take a look there, or you can email me and we'll figure it out together. I am wishing you a happy. Make sure and subscribe so that you receive the mid-month. I'm doing now monthlies and mid-months, and I'm excited about that. Let me know any questions. Go on the website. Feel free to contact me in any way that you want. You all take care. Have a good month, and I will see you soon.